Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Brown, the lone receiver, left. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger finding time. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Mike Daniels in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
It looks like the Packers, and now the Packers going to take another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Now the Steelers' 2nd-year punter. This is Australian-born Jordan Berry. Back deep for the Packers, Micah Hyde. On the return, it's Hyde. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steelers' defense getting ready here. A field goal last time is what they gave up in a close game. All these drives start to feel so critical.
And they are. And, you know, we've met so many defensive coordinators who just really hate the bend but don't break mentality. They're much more of the aggressive school. But that mentality has won a lot of games. If you're only giving up field goals on drives, that usually keeps you in it and gives your offense a chance to retaliate.
Yeah, and right now it's got them with the lead. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. He had a quick little spin move, but the door shut fast as he's dropped. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Play clock winding down. Rodgers with a give. It's Lacy. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Time running out here on the play clock. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. A dump off to Lacy. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Well, still in search of the first down after that last completion. The play clock's running down, and they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They stay on the ground. This time it's Lacy. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Play clock winding down. Rodgers now to throw. And he fires one incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Out in the flat for Starks. 20! A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Back to the ground, it's Lacy. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Back now. As I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Yeah, thank you. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. First and goal here from the 2. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Ripkowski taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers have retaken the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. You know, in week 3, there were a lot of great plays, diving catches, but certainly the smartest play came from a Stanford man, Ty Montgomery, in the game that you called up at Lambeau.
Of course it'd be a Stanford guy, right? Kickoff return, it bounced in the end zone and then back into the field of play, and he knew he was in trouble right there. So he goes to the sideline, puts his feet out of bounds, and possesses the football because he knew at that point that would mean the kickoff was technically out of bounds, and the ball would come out to the 40-yard line for his offense. Very heady play.
And caught right side, Green. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Now let me ask you about Philadelphia for a second. When you were doing all your draft analysis, looking at the quarterbacks coming into this class, did you think Carson Wentz not only be starting but have them off to a 3-0 start in Philadelphia?
Brandon, I have to admit I didn't see a 3-0 start, but I was adamant that Carson Wentz should be the starting quarterback. It didn't matter to me if Sam Bradford was there or not. You take a guy at number 2 in the draft, you do everything possible to get him ready to play and put him out there right away. They had planned not to do that. Through some serendipity, he ends up becoming the starter, and now they can't imagine anyone else playing that position.
Well, it's worked. 5 touchdowns, no interceptions, and you know what they're saying right now. It's not Pennsylvania. It's what is it?
Pennsylvania.
It's Pennsylvania. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So a defensive